So I'm getting ready to mix paint, and a lot of times I just watch podcasts when I'm doing that. Most of the time, and I don't mean just like any podcast. Most of the time, I just watch Joe Rogan podcasts or League Project stuff. But so the one that, with Michael Malice and just come up again, and I'm just obviously I'm gonna watch it because there's so much stuff in it. There's so much stuff. So if you have not seen that, it's like 1407. Just go watch that because it's really good.
What about the louse that eats fish's tongues and then becomes a functional tongue? And becomes a tongue. Yeah.
It's just crazy, crazy stuff. So, but
My understanding is the majority
um,
of species are bacterial parasitic.
I'm gonna show you some of my dried pieces too before I do the next pour. So this video will be like dried pieces, and then the new pour will also be in it, and then my last pour, which I'm so excited about. I'm getting ready to go show you guys. So hold on just a second. So when I was watching the Michael Malice podcast, Desmond is amazing got brought up, and I had like only seen like a small clip like one time before that, because unfortunately we do still live in a country where sometimes you can't just watch that in front of certain people because people tend to feel a certain type of way about that. But so I don't really know how to feel about that, because it does open a lot of a big can of worms, and it does deal with some really sensitive stuff. I have a son, but my son, he just doesn't, he's a boy all the way around. It's not that he thinks that there's something wrong with that, but it's just, that's not him. That is not for him. And me and my son have never even talked about Desmond, so I'll do that sometime. I'll keep you guys up to date about that. But I think that it's really sad that so many adults are so cruel to kids when they do stuff like that, and they don't understand. It's like we were kids at one point, but we seem to like forget what it was like to be a kid when we get to the adult phase, which I'm still working on that. So good luck to all you adults who think you're really adults, because there's no way I'm an adult and I'm in my 30s. So that being said, why can't we just let kids be kids? And if they want to dress like that, let them dress like that. If it's a phase, they'll stop. If not, it's them, and that's who they are. And embrace it. And they should, they should be able to do that. At least that's my opinion on it. I was raised differently, and I'm so blessed to have the parents that I did, to where like the social boundaries and stuff that a lot of people like subconsciously just apply to their children early on in life, like the gender role thing and racial things and stuff like that. My parents just didn't do that. My parents, they're an interracial couple anyway. So that being said, I didn't have a lot of blinders that some kids did growing up. That was also sometimes a negative thing. But like, I guess really what I'm saying is like, let's let me know what some of you guys think. Like my whole thing in life is like, if I don't understand something, I ask questions. I try to get a better understanding of the other side's opinion or views or whatever it is that makes them feel the way they feel. Because that's the only way you will come to a solution, is if both parties, you don't have to agree with the other side, but at least know what the other side is saying and why they feel the way they feel. Because if you don't even know that, then why are you at the table trying to discuss a solution if you don't know what the problem is? I don't know if Congress knows anything about that. I mean, they maybe might want to try to figure that out and then move from there, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So. But I just wanted to talk about that for a minute, see what you guys think. I'm sure you'll let me know. So we'll get to some painting real soon. Okay, and the final thing that I wanted to talk about was something, because I don't watch the news. I just don't watch the news anymore. And since I stopped watching the news about a year ago, I find that sometimes I'm a little less anxious in the evening and in the mornings before I get up and go to work and stuff if I don't watch the news. So, that being said, that does kind of suck because sometimes I miss a lot of stuff, like with the weather, and that's why I have a weather app on my phone now. And I also missed the beginning of this missing kids thing with the two children in Idaho, JJ and Tylee. Why in the hell? Can somebody explain to me why in the hell we are not going to Hawaii to pick up Valerie and that Chad dude? Like, he clearly had something to do with his wife's death, and she clearly had something to do with her husband's murder, and probably her brother's death because he's the one that shot him. So, what the fuck is going on? Like, this, it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm just hoping that maybe somebody will hear this and maybe you can make sense of this to me and you can share this with me and help me understand because I fucking don't. Because I know that if that was me and I had my brother shoot my ex and then my brother died, like the county sheriffs here would done have my ass up in lockup for sure. So help me understand. Thank you.
The fishermen pulled it ashore and removed the octopus from the noble eagle. But a seagull, they were like, yeah, sorry, bitch, that's where we're at. Well, they're nasty. They're thieves. Well, they are thieves, but I think that, and they smell. Eagles are thieves, too. We're talking about a company that has raised organic chickens that lost $2.2 million in chickens to eagles. They killed 160,000 eagles.
And then this is the multi-galaxy collision piece that I did.
Bald eagles live in Canada too. They're expats. They go over there partying to have sex with underage eagles. They were draft dashers. Yeah, for sure. There's no rules up there in that wild land to the north. But look at that. They decided to save the fucking thing. Isn't that weird? Oh my god. Wow. If you're gonna save it, I think you should eat the octopus too because you win. Yeah. The first estimated octopus could have been as large as 4.5 feet. Good. Everybody needs to eat. Yeah, that's a lot. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. There's plenty of them things. Jack that fucker. Get lost. It's only got a year-long lifespan anyway. Does it? Oh yeah, you know the octopus life cycle? That it. Yeah, it lives a year? Yeah. Oh, I definitely would eat that. Yeah. Zero remorse. Zero fucks. I would have been zero remorseful if I found it only lived a year. Yeah.
And then this is my Kobe port. I haven't varnished it yet, but you can see the gold in it. All the little waves, little lines, and then I got these dark sails.
What about the cuttlefish where they pretend to be female so they can get laid? Yeah, they're like beta males. They're male feminists. Yeah. They pretend to be something that unnatural. They pretend to be female. And then they fuck the females. They have female mannerisms and characteristics.
It's weird. Check this out. This is my latest one. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I just love everything that's going on in it. Those little coral sails in there, the little tiny little drops of coral.
I was saying that earlier, first podcast, that a friend of mine who actually used to work with autistic kids thinks that girl is autistic. She is autistic. She says it. It's on her Twitter bio. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, I didn't know. That's how little I'm paying attention to the news these days. Yeah, yeah. I'm so happy. So we should definitely listen to the 16-year-old high school dropout about science. So she is autistic. It says that on her. It says, I am autistic. Yeah, Asperger's, which is not a diagnosis anymore. I am autistic plus how dare you. Yeah. 17-year-old climate change environmental activist with Asperger's. Oh. Was that always there with Asperger's? Yes. Really? So my most successful tweet ever was I said this. How many tweets? How many followers does she have? Only 4 million almost.
Look at that.
Yeah, yeah.
They're going to come back.
Oh, they will.
Where's their nest at? Right over here somewhere. Oh, I see the nest. Right there.
See, and that one going back to check on the babies.
Where'd she go?
She went straight
The other
ahead.
two are over here.
Yeah, you can hear them fighting. So he's trying to eat their babies.
That's probably
Look, there they are. Look, there's another one.
Still battle.
Still
Still
another
battle.
one coming to help it. They're chasing it off.
It's like the hawk ain't even trying to fight. You get off me.
He's like, all right, I'm sorry, my bad. I thought you had abandoned kids in there. Thought this was an orphanage.
They can't even really mess with him though. You know what I'm saying? One of them flew.
No, one of them just clipped his
Oh,
head.
they'll come back. The hawk lives here.
To give her some boxes because she's packing, and some gifts that I got for her baby, because tomorrow is her baby shower. And I'm going to the baby shower, but these are some things that I've had for a while, and this girl is so busy that we hardly ever have time to get up. So she just happens to be in the area and like one exit down from my house, so I'm going to meet her now. And there's a wonderful sunset, so hopefully it'll still be going on by the time I get to where I'm meeting her, because where I'm meeting her, there is this sick spot for, shit. My purse is falling all over the place. I'm losing my damn mind. But it's really kick-ass. So, if you just bear with me, that's what we're going to do. And I talked to her. So you might get to meet her when we get there if there's enough time. What I'm doing is her cat has to be up to date on all of its shots and stuff like that. And so that, at the apartment complex that she's moving into with her hubby. So there's a place that's near my house that her and her Mimi are going to get get all that stuff done. And I was talking to her today, and I've been trying to get boxes to her. And when I tried to get the boxes to her the other day, damn, people, slow down. Why are you in a hurry? Is the building on fire? Shit. Anyways, it was raining, and I couldn't leave the boxes there because her daddy wasn't there, her Mimi wasn't there. I didn't want to leave them on the porch and get in the rain. That would be freaking useless, so I didn't. But yeah, so you have to be really adaptable in the city that I live in, because people, for one, I live in a town where people are always walking, and so there's that. People are always walking, so I have to be careful of that. People walking out in front of you. If you don't got your lights on at night, you won't see them and shit like that. Not to mention, everybody drives about 10 to 15 miles faster than the speed limit in the area. Everybody's always in a hurry to get nowhere fast. That's so stupid. And when you get old, I can't even imagine what I'm going to sound like in 10, 20, 30 years, because I'm not that old. And I'm already reflecting on things like the time that I've missed with loved ones, or the time that I could have just spent a little bit more time with them and stuff like that. So God help me in the next 10 or 20 years. The fact that I can even say I remember stuff that happened 20 years ago is fuck. Some of y'all know what I'm going through. Some of y'all don't know what I'm going through yet. And all y'all little youngins, y'all take that shit in. Enjoy it while you got it. Because it really does not last forever. Even people like me who got Benjamin Buttons and seem to be aging in reverse almost. I still notice wrinkles, and I'm almost positive I pulled the grayest hair out of my head yesterday. I'm telling y'all. So I don't even know what the hell to do about that. Because I don't want to dye my hair anymore with really harsh chemicals, because it fries it. It's taking me forever to get it to grow back to this long after I cut the dreads out of it and shit. That was a catastrophe, to say the least. But, so, let's see, what were some things that I wanted to talk about? Oh, basically, in case you didn't know what's trending, coronavirus is trending. And if you don't got it, apparently you're a loser. No, I'm just kidding. I'm praying for all of the people that are dealing with that right now. Even the people that are quarantined that may not have it, my heart goes out to you if you are quarantined on a ship because of that right now. Oh my goodness, I would lose my freaking mind. I gotta hold the phone in place because I have to make this really wide turn, and it'll sling y'all on the floor. So, but I did it. Anywho, I'm about to turn the camera, just pick it up and grab it real quick so you can see the skyline, because it is this awesome, light blue, fades into a lavender, and then it's a pink out to the side. Actually, I might be able to slow it down enough to where y'all can see it here in just a second. Anyways, it's just lovely. It's just lovely. Lovely sunset we got going on tonight. Here in my hometown of Asheville, North Carolina. Well, yeah, Asheville, kind of, sort of my hometown, It's where I was born and raised. I don't live in Asheville. I live kind of in the Asheville area, but I don't live in Asheville, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like a little city off to the side, a little town off to the side, in the eastern part. No, south. My bad. Southern part to the south of Asheville. It's really nice though. Honestly, I'll be quite honest with you. I really don't like the area that I live in, and most people will be like, why do you not like the area that you live in? It's like the nicer part of Asheville. Okay, honestly, I can see a fucking power plant, they're saying is a former coal ash facility, and that they've switched it up to all natural gas, but that they're still dealing with the process of the cleanup, right? That's one thing that I deal with. That's like literally right in my area. Oh my God, go on. And then, like I said, it's within walking. I can see this from my house on good days. With binoculars, I can see it like nobody's business. I live that close to that, right? And then, within about what we call here in the South, a rock's throw away, is that CTS Superfund site that I told you guys about. Which to me, they say that when all the shit happened with it, that there was it really affected the people that lived in the general area of that. Like, I think within like a mile radius or something like that, because it got in the groundwater and shit like that. Oh, it's a huge stink. If you don't know about it, you should look it up. It's called the CTS Superfund site in Asheville. If I can find some links, I will find them. I will leave them in the description. If not, I'm a lazy piece of crap, and you can go look them up yourself. I'm not your mama. Do it on your own. Anyway, that being said, when all that stuff, so to me though, I still feel like it's close enough to where I live that I do not drink the tap water at my house. I would refuse to drink the tap water at my house. I do not care if there's a filter on it and all that crap. I'll drink bottled water, or or I just don't drink water. I drink soda, unfortunately, that's not so good, but I mean, what do you do? I don't want to drink that. I don't want to drink that crap. I already have like sensitivities to electromagnetic frequencies and all kinds of other stuff. Last thing I need is to be drinking radioactive wastewater, you know what I mean? Thanks, but no thanks, government in Asheville. So, anyways, I'm going to have to pause this now because I get really nervous. For some reason, I get a lot of anxiety when cops are behind me, and they're not behind me, but I know that one was pulling out, so I'm just going to go ahead and pause this here in a quick second, and I'll get back to you guys when I get over to the place where I'm meeting my daughter, because that's where I'm headed right now, momentarily. Going, and going. So, I'm going to have to just let this play into the next robot, unfortunately. See what I do when I get really super nervous. Not supernova, but super nervous. I just don't understand why my fucking thing is so bad. I didn't know it's not the cop behind me. It's not the cop behind me. It's not the cop behind me. Okay. It's not. But still, nonetheless. And I know this sounds really weird, but like, I don't like to drive during the day when there's like a lot of people on the road. That also gives me a lot of anxiety for some reason. But I'm more like to drive at night, and by night I mean early morning hours. And actually, like, to be specific, I really like to drive after midnight and early morning hours like that. But a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy. They're like, there's more of a risk of you getting hit by a drunk driver and stuff like that. Don't you worry about that? And I'm like, nah, not really. I mean, I do, but I don't, because chances are I'm going to see him coming across the lane, hopefully. But, that's really dumb of me to assume stuff like that. So I try not, honestly, I have so much anxiety about everything that I try not to leave the house very often. I try not to leave the house unless it's like I need to go get something. And even then, I will do it. If it's something that I got to get at a store that is open at, or like, if I can get it at Walmart, basically you can bet your ass I'm going to wait till midnight or later to go and get it. And if it's something that's like real specific that I can only get at a certain store and those stores are only open from like 9 to 5 or whatever, then I will fucking go to that store. But honestly, I could get just about everything on Walmart, or I can order it online and have it come to my house, and that to me is just as good. So there's that. I guess I could have put the radio on. Sorry. But yeah. So, and also I asked my daughter, oh, okay, yeah, so he is back there a little bit. But I did ask my daughter, I said, do you want to, I'm just going to pause this because I do see him, he's like 2 cars back. Dang it. So here comes my daughter. And so everybody's going to get to meet her. My pretty little princess. After I give it, I'm going to give the boxes and stuff first. Hold on. And so this is my daughter, Holly. Say hi.
Hi.
And I'm showing her some of the stuff that I got her for the baby. So I got the baby this little frame. Awesome.
That's just the right pink theme that we're
I
going to
know,
do tomorrow.
I thought that might be it. I was like, hopefully she'll like it. I got this for you and Caesar. Well, it was mine, but I'm obviously never going to use it. So, because I'm not going to get married. That's just not my thing. It's not for me. And I got this. This is the most kick-ass thing. So, like, it's pink. 2 little onesies.
Aww.
And they got matching pants. But I love the pink and black and the gray.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Pants. I'm so excited. I get to buy baby clothes. And then I got her these little onesies just because, oh, and I had this, and you can have it. It's a maternity shirt.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I had it, but this, because it's blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but, I love owls. And so as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh. It's got little owls on there, and it's so
I love the
tiny.
colors.
It's like really tiny, so she's small. And of course it's pink. So I was like, oh, it'll have little owls on it and stuff. And to do the gender neutral thing, because you know how I am. It says main squeeze.
Aww.
And it's teeny tiny too. It's like a
awesome.
0 to 3 months. So, but I'm telling you, I know that looks small, but even if she's like 5 pounds, it's still going to be kind of big. Because like Donna and a couple other people, because I didn't even get to have a baby shower until after I had you.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody's like passing me around at the baby shower. But you can take this bag too if you need it, so that you don't have to buy plastic. Is that Mary?
I couldn't tell if that was.
I have her.
She was showing me the
have her.
stuff.
I have her. She's like, oh my God, somebody's kidnapped Holly. No, I parked really close because, my depth perception for one is off because I don't have my glasses on. And two, the other, I just couldn't get it maneuvered. And there was an old woman putting stuff in her car behind me. I didn't want to back into her. So I was really scared. But yeah, I don't like to use plastic so as much as I can. I try not to. So that's why I got that.
Oh, okay. Did you want to keep it or
No, I'm
give it
giving it
tomorrow,
to
or
you.
just give it
No,
right now?
I'm giving it to
Okay.
you now. That way you can carry all this stuff in there. So, now I'm going to get you some more stuff for tomorrow. But this is the stuff I had got you for, like, Christmas and stuff. And I wanted to show
okay.
you. And the frames is, like, for the house. Because I know that your apartment is going to be empty, so. And I made these candles. Oh, my gosh. And you can have them because they smell so good. And I don't know what to do with them. But they're, like, candles that I made of different kinds of wax. So they're different colors with different layers. The layers, they're different scents and stuff. So I'll
Okay.
give them to you before you move, so.
All
So,
right.
all right, love you.
All right, I love you too. I got to get something to eat.
Oh, I know. Caesar will be here soon, right?
Yeah.
I bet you're so excited.
Yep. Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, no. Happy Valentine's Day. And tell Caesar I said happy Valentine's Day.
All right.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Love you.
I love you too. I think Mimi Sharon said she was going to call you.
Yeah, she messaged me right before I left. And so I'm going to message her when I get back. So,
With these colours.
my significant other just went to the store.
On the other side of that looks very
And I just asked him to grab me some creamers. I have a feeling that
Is that a word?
he's going to forget those creamers.
My kids reckon I make up my own words.
This bothers me, but we're going to wait and see. But I thought I'd record it because if I'm right, then we're going to discuss this when I go back to the store and get my cream.
Wand.
So stay tuned.
And
Hi. Happy Valentine's Day. So there's a clip right before this one that talks about my significant other leaving to go to the store and me saying, "Give me some creamer, please." And then immediately after him leaving, me feeling the strange feeling that he's going to do that. And when he gets back here in just a second, I'm going to record me asking him about that and me showing him the video of me predicting it and then him coming back and forgetting. And I want to get his reaction because he gets a little creeped out by this gift that I have. So I want you guys to see it. So just wait.